right, we have Sydney Epps, head coach Krista Kilburn-Stavesky, and Ajane Durant. Start with an opening statement from Coach.
Obviously not the outcome we wanted tonight in our first CAA competition here.
Obviously, Coach, back-to-back overtime losses. How does that affect the team's morale?
I mean, I felt like we were ready to go in this one, even more. We were ready to go the other day too, but I really felt. I looked at them like we were ready to go. We came out and we answered. They answered. We went back and forth there. We needed to get a couple stops in a row, and we needed to get one stop in a row. We got one stop and we got a couple fouls, but I felt like we were ready to go with it today.
A bright spot in this game for your team, 15 assists. Did you like the way that your team was moving the ball? You didn't shoot the greatest percentage. Did you like the way the ball was being moved?
I mean, no, I felt like, two things. We were moving it around and not attacking. I thought that's one thing that Sid brings to the table. Like, she will attack aggressively and she pinches the, the zone. And we didn't have enough people doing that. So, therefore, they could get some looks and we could move it around. Just moving it happened earlier in the year, just a couple of days ago. DK was telling me, you can't just keep moving around the perimeter and really get anything out. We took too many threes. At one point in the timeout, I'm talking to him. I'm like, I wasn't upset with some of the people, the way that we were taking them. But then if you didn't make a couple in a row, then we need to attack more. I think that's it. I wasn't going to be excited if we make one and then next time we miss one. But we got happy a little bit with it. We missed a couple in a row and then we still didn't attack. But the worst thing that we did is, they really hurt us in the rebounding regards. That was not necessarily where our forte has been. We've been handling that better, and we really got exploited.
Sid and Nay, as far as shooting goes, when the shooting just doesn't seem like it's falling for you guys, how challenging is that for you? What do you tell yourselves to just keep on going and try to get something? Because eventually something's going to go your way.
We just got to keep shooting, just get stops in defense, and the shots will eventually fall. So we just tell ourselves, keep on, it's going to fall eventually.
Ajane, 13 shot attempts for you. Whenever I talk to your coach about how aggressive you are, her eyes kind of light up whenever I talk about you being aggressive. Did you like your aggressiveness today's 13 shots? Did you like the way that you played offensively?
No, I didn't like some of the shots that I took. I felt kind of rushed, but definitely I just need to keep playing aggressive, and they will fall, but definitely not today.
For you, Sydney, when you're looking at some of these high scores, and there's only two of them really coming out with the offense on the other team, what are you going out there and what are you trying to do, especially shutting down some of the bigger offensive opponents on that Northeastern team?
Yeah, so my goal today was kind of just to limit 20 shots and just kind of get her off the three-point line and, help my teammates as much as I can with that. When it came late down in the stretch, it was, a little difficult to contain her a little bit, but just try to do my best, and I go out there every game and just try to do that.
And you can definitely tell throughout just everywhere on this team a little bit of frustration in those last two quarters especially. What did it feel like for you guys going out there and playing, especially with all that frustration kind of building?
It was frustrating, but we just kept telling each other that it's okay, we're going to stick together next play, and just to kind of just keep moving on to the next page so that way, we could calm down a little bit and move on into try to see if we can win the game. Obviously, it wasn't the best outcome.
Coach, when we talked before the game, you said that you have to guard Sally and Janko, and Sally just completely went off. But it was tough to really defend her because there were a couple of fouls that were being called against her. Do you think that there's the best effort with her defensively?
No, I think we can do a much better job on her next time. She our posts have had that challenge all year long. We've had, some really top post players that we have done a good job. I feel extremely confident. And she, there were at the beginning, she made some things off the mark a lot further out, off her turnaround, and probably caught us a little bit off guard. I thought in the second half there was times that we were more aggressive on her. We tried to look for opportunities to double on her, and try to dig. But I thought, there was some key times we got some good stops. And I was really proud of Sid having another night where she's all over a point guard, and I think she really did a great job in the second half. She was 4 for 8. So everything we set out to try to contain her, and even helped us in the last stretch because of her pressure. They couldn't get the ball to go into overtime. They couldn't get the ball to 33, and it was because of the pressure that she put on 20. So we have some of the pieces. We just got to sharpen up the tools with it. I think Marianne, Sandra, Nay and Sid, both in that moving, they can do a great job in the post and have been doing a great job. And obviously she's been, guarding on the wing a lot. So we just got to tighten up that a lot more.
Coach, coming up, JMU, Precious Hall, very talented offensive player. Do you think you learn anything about your team defensively, or maybe in the past couple of games, to kind of apply that? One of the best players on their team, Sally, scored a ton of points.
Right.
Do you think you can apply any things you've learned to guard JMU as a whole, and specifically Precious Hall?
I mean, I think we can. I think they'll be ready for that challenge for sure. Different type of attack. They're a little bit different now with the injuries they've had in their post. So it's again a different type of strategy, obviously compared for tonight. So I think there's no doubt we know what the task is ahead of us. We knew that every night this is going to be tough. I mean, there's just no doubt. I mean, just people just in conference, and when we're continue finding where we are, I keep saying that to everybody right now. So we just we'll take that task and be ready as we head down to Harrisonburg on Thursday.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.